All right, in this section, I want to talk about the skills that you could acquire for closing sales and overcoming objections. And here's why I do this. A lot of owners that work on their own do not consider themselves salespeople. Truthfully, they don't even like salespeople. And they don't want to come on as some guy in a checkered suit that's pushing people. You know, it's the last one we got. And I'm not for that. In fact, I'm against that. I hate it as much as you do. Okay? Now, a famous Latin poet said, "The art is to conceal the art." And how I take that in sales is to mean if people know you're selling them, you're doing it wrong. It should be you're consulting with them. You're answering their questions. You're leading them to the right decision. And they should like it. They should be happy you came by. If it's not coming across that way, you're doing it wrong. Okay? Now, I know you don't do it wrong, but I know a lot of you, your fear is you don't want to have salespeople out there representing you that are doing things you don't like, you don't agree with, and you don't want tied in with your name. And I understand and I agree. Now, there are ways to close sales that really help people and help you get sales. Now, the one we briefly mentioned is I recommend you never leave an estimate, a written estimate. If they know the price, what is human nature once you get the price? Gee, I wonder if we could save some money. And if someone else comes out after you, how much do they have to save them to get the sale? You're feathering someone else's bed. Okay, now, we can show you soft, wonderful closing techniques that help people make the right decision. Now, you don't have to accept their decision right off the bat, and you knew this. Like when you were young, let's say you were a teenager and you wanted to borrow your father's car. You said, "Hey, Dad, can I borrow the car?" If he said no, did you go, "Well, here's my card. Give me a call if anything changes"? No, you'd ask him again, "Please." You know, now I'm not recommending that kind of technique, but I believe that you can ask people to buy a few times, restate it, answer their questions, show them how they'd be better off, and you can do it in a way that they really appreciate. Now, we have training that will show you, your staff, whoever goes out, how to, in a very soft, nice way, overcome objections and close sales. And that's the final piece. If you can get your staff up to closing one presentation out of 3, it's the last piece to achieving the dream I was talking about having the kind of sales you want. Now, we have information that will teach you that. And it's stuff you'll be proud of. It's not stuff that you'd be ashamed of. You won't have to worry about meeting these folks at the supermarket or in church. They're going to be grateful that you help them get the solar system that's saving the money, helping them save the earth, and giving them independence. I mean, look at things that happen. Like right now as I'm taping this, there's this giant oil spill in the Gulf. I mean, how much is energy going to be in the future? We don't know. We may not drill for a long time after this. How about independence of knowing that you're the one deciding how much energy you get and how you use it? I mean, what if there was a shortage of energy and the government decided to limit how much energy you can have? Like I was in Italy not long ago, and they shut the water off in hotel rooms between certain hours. If you want to have a shower, you got to be ready. As a matter of fact, Italians in this area I was in, they put big pots in the tub and leave the tap on so that when the water comes on, they can catch it in these tubs and have water. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying your help, and by the way, I wouldn't recommend you scare people about solar, but I think you're helping people have independence and decide their own family needs. It's not just about money. It's about all kinds of things in their lifestyle, and I think you're really helping them and helping the earth. And I think we owe it to people to do that. If we just go into their home and say, "So did you want to get it?" and they say no, or "I'm definitely getting it in 6 months," or "I'd like to get it, but not now," we're not doing them a service and we're not doing ourselves a service. Okay, now let's just take one item. Let's say a person says, I'll just give you a brief look at what I'm talking about. You can decide if it's for you. But let's say that you're in a home and the couple says, "You know, we definitely want to go solar, but we're not going to go right now because my husband might be laid off and there might not be as much money available in the home to make that payment. So come back in a year, we'll probably be interested. Now a weak salesperson will go, here's my card, I'll be back in a year. You know he won't, okay? But what if you just ask the people and say, well, let me ask you a question. If you're laid off, it's going to be a tough time for your family around money, is that right? And they'll say, yeah. You say, well, let me ask you a question. You are going to keep using electricity or hot water or whatever your product provides, aren't you? Or are you going to stop using hot water? They'll say, well, no, we're going to use hot water. Well, if we can save you money on your hot water, really it seems to me that when times are tough, that's the best time to go ahead and save money. I mean, you can afford to waste money when times are good and you got more money than you know what to do with. But when times are tough, you need to save every dollar you can. And our equipment will start saving you money from the day it's installed. Now, I think that when times are tough, you need to move ahead and save money. What do you think? No, they might say, you know, you're right, and go ahead and buy it. But they might not. But whether you thought that was pushy or not, I don't think it's pushy. I think it's helping people. But we have so many ways available that you can choose from. You can choose ones that fit your personality. You can choose ones that suit your style. And don't use the rest. But my friends, it's better to have some techniques ready, practiced and rehearsed and ready, than to just accept no or leave me your card and a quote and I'll get back to you. So I believe we can show you how to increase your sales dramatically in the home and how to achieve the dream of evolution number 3, which is to sell to the mass market, to have feet on the street, doing way more presentations than you do now, to have powerful presentations that use all of the customers' emotions and get them to want solar more than they want the money it takes to get it. And then I believe we can share with you some leadership techniques that you can use to consult them into making the right decision. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, you can give me a call at the number on the screen or visit our website at solar-sales-training.com. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you're not going to be left behind as the business evolves and that you're going to move ahead to dream the dream and live the dream of Phase 3, the solar industry.